Bienvenidos. My name is Greg Helmick. I am an associate professor of Spanish. Well, I work on Caribbean literature, and especially Hispanic Caribbean literature, right? Focusing on Cuba. And I think when people think of Caribbean literature, they may be thinking of some stereotypes about the region. But actually a lot of Caribbean cultural products are characterized by linguistic density, the importance of reading, and academic endeavor, which are part of a cultural identity in a way, and just unassuming brilliance and over-the-top erudition, I would say. So texts kind of like banquets with this super abundance. So if you like learning about a lot of different things, from history to anthropology to religion, across languages, you're going to be learning those in order to be able to read Caribbean texts, including Cuban literature. So here's an example. In one very entertaining 15-page 2009 Cuban short story by Ana Lucia Portela, best described as wild, the title is Un Loco Dentro del Baño. 15-page story, there are 39 footnotes, and deftly and hilariously interwoven references to 20th century British spy and detective fiction, a broad range of medieval 18th, 19th, and 20th century French literature, German Gothic literature, monumental works of philology, folk religion, and the Muppets. In addition to genealogies of Cuban neo-Baroque writing on and off the island, that the story engages to deliver its blistering parody of the banality, stupidity, and cruelty of authoritarian regimes. The French language is especially important for anyone interested in studying Hispanic Caribbean culture, literature, or similar. And Florida students should really be getting more exposure to French. If they've had no prior experience in French, UNF students should get going in their French studies as soon as possible from their first or second year. It's one of the 3 important common languages of Florida, as well as an important language of diplomacy, business, and reading, art, music, enjoyment around the world. So it's 5 continents and 39 countries. But certainly for Caribbean cultural studies and literature, you're going to have fun reading a variety of texts and with just a real density of linguistic information. With the text in Spanish, you're going to see a lot of French, and a lot of the folks you'll work with from the Caribbean are trilingual with English, Spanish, and French. Well, I do wash a lot of dishes in the morning and at night, and that's kind of meditative. I think what my activities for recharging have in common is that there are no screens involved, and there's a lot of repetition. So that's one of those, washing dishes, trying to learn how to do house repairs and gardening, and then kind of more leisure activities. I'm working on improving my flat picking technique with guitar, and then I'm trying to get in the ocean 1 time a week this year. I have 2 favorite spots. In the spring, my favorite spot, hands down, are the UNF Osier Gardens, and especially the walk between the center of campus to the gardens, which reminds me of other schools where I've been, where any kind of walk, it takes 15 or 20 minutes, and I really enjoy it. And the gardens are just so peaceful, and there's a fragrance to them. It's really wonderful to see the students working there as volunteers and sharing their knowledge. So I've always enjoyed being there. Year-round, my favorite spot is actually Lot 53. And anytime I come to campus after 9:30 a.m., I just don't even bother looking for a spot anywhere else. I go straight to Lot 53, pretend that I'm at Walt Disney World, find a parking spot, and there's a little bus stop on Kernan for the Hicks Hall bus stop. And I just enjoy riding the little shuttle. A little shuttle comes every 5 minutes, and I just love it. I love Lot 53 and our shuttles, and I look forward to the shuttles expanding and maybe getting a beach shuttle at some point. So.